If this interview that happened on Club Shay with Katt Williams is any prerequisite or testament on how 2024 is going to be, I'm ready, willing, and able like the Doe Fund. I'm ready to go. I'm excited, and yeah. I'm trying to be on my trolling, diabolicalness, ghetto trash, low brow, low vibrational plate for 2024. I told you hoes I'm finna be outside, okay? Now, are there some things that he exaggerated with? May have even lied about? Sure. As someone who has studied trauma and abuse, and especially since he seems to have been a victim of childhood physical abuse from his overtly religious household, there are things that children do when they are out on their own for survival. And yes, I think creating a fantasy world where you compartmentalize the trauma that has happened because you were stealing car radios and rubbing elbows with drug dealers and stuff in shelters and having to do what you needed to do to survive. Is your view of reality distorted because of that? Absolutely. I'm gonna give you a pass. Okay. That to be do what you got to do, boo boo. You probably had to do some from fucked up shit that will keep you awake at night to survive as a 13 or 16-year old who left his home and had to make it on your own. Anyway, that's not even a thing for me. First things first, y'all know I like them ugly. I don't like them a little bit ugly. I like them ugly. I've always liked ugly men. Unfortunately, I did not marry an ugly man, but I like them ugly. Shout out to my exes. You all are ugly, but I like that. Um, Shannon Sharpe was looking like a whole snack in that bodysuit. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't no fucking bodysuit with the snaps at the crotch, okay? That was a full bodysuit. The muscles was muscle. The poppet was poppet. And you know, for him, you got to be two something to do something, okay? You're not a lady unless you 180, okay? He that, okay? You was looking like a whole yum yum yum, okay? You big old country cornfed motherfucker. Anyway, Shannon looked good. Okay, the body was bodying. If you like them non-traditional slave civil rights look like Jonathan Majors, Shannon was looking good. Okay, anyway, I think for what it was, he was a good interviewer because he's a fucking jock football player, right? I think he did a really good job. I do think the interview was edited. You could tell it was edited. It was very good editing, but you could tell it was edited. And I think the questions, Shannon has a whole team or whatever, but I think the questions were good. It was good. I'm gonna give him an A+. Like really, I'm gonna give him an A+. As an interviewer, he tried to delve a little bit and try to get more out of him, especially with the childhood trauma. But I could understand how that's hard, and you really don't want to push that because you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose, the core. You don't want to lose the trust of the person that you're interviewing. Look at this hair. Come on, pause for this hair. This is not lint. This is grays. Okay, 40 where? Bitch, 40 where? Everywhere. I'm looking all of 40. I'm looking 40, baby. I'm looking 40 and fabulous. I'm looking textbook 40, but that's okay. It's okay. It's good enough for your daddy. So, and this is mine, baby. This is mine. Don't get used to it because she will be in a love me wig next week. But anywho, what was I saying? Oh, Shannon did a good job as an interviewer, reading, keeping Katt engaged, and keeping him talking, which was good. So anyway, Katt, exaggerating. I think 3,000 books a year is a bit much. Not saying it's not doable, but if you're homeless and shit, maybe if you're not in the library 8 hours a day, you could do 3,000 books. It's just a lot of stuff I think was embellished because I think it was very much so kitchen table talk, as Funky Dineva said, or even barbershop talk. Like I feel like it was barbershop talk. There was alcohol involved. I think, when men get together and the testosterone fumes get to clashing, there's some embellishments going on. I think it was embellishments. Um, but anywho, I like the fact that he came out and said, I'm only here because y'all talking about me. I'm not being messy, but we can't let we we can't winners cannot let the losers rewrite history. And I like that. Like, if you said something that's not right, I'm coming up here on the Shannon Sharpe show. I'm coming up on the same platform that you lied about, and I'm doing it. But let me tell you who's the real MVP in this whole thing. It's not Shannon and it's not Katt. It's the internet. The internet has been interneting, okay? Because everything that Katt has said, these people with no lives and probably no jobs have been putting clips together to validate everything Katt is saying, down to Cedric the Entertainer, who I thought was the funniest, way more funny than Steve Harvey, way more funnier than D.L. Hughley. Stealing jokes, honey, stealing Katt Williams jokes, the Bomb Militia stealing it from Mark Curry, just stealing jokes. The internet has been interneting, honey, and just validating all of Katt Williams' receipts. Now, I've always liked Katt Williams. When I was in high school, Katt Williams was Katt Williams. It was all about Katt Williams. Kevin Hart didn't really become a thing for me until I was an adult, and then he got his notoriety. But when I was in high school, it was motherfucking Katt Williams. Okay, and I don't care what nobody says. Him being Magic Mike is the breakout role of all time. That was his first movie. That is the most iconic breakout role for anybody, anywhere. I don't care. In my generation, I don't care what you say. I don't think anybody who has had a first movie second to Samuel L. Jackson in Coming to America, and that was very, very, very short. I like his character now. I think he did a really good job, probably because he was playing himself. But it being his first acting gig, even the fucking missing teeth in the Magic Mike character, like you couldn't tell me that little nigga wasn't a pimp. But anyway, everything that he says, the internet has been interneting, and they are validating everything that he is saying. And I'm nobody's fan, but I am appreciative of Katt Williams, the person, because I was always appreciative of the art and the work as Katt Williams, the comedian, the artist, whatever the brand. But now watching him talk, and I've seen him do other interviews, and I feel like this is the only time I've seen him not in character. He was self. He was self. And I like the fact that he has blessed people. I'm going to use your word, blessed people, and looked after people, other up and coming people, by putting $20,000 in somebody else's hand to give to somebody else. Like, I don't want the notoriety. I read a very small article about him funding Melba Moore to get her Hollywood Walk of Fame star. I didn't know you had to pay for that. And he's the one that put up all the money for Melba Moore to get a star. Crazy. And it's funny because every time he's been arrested and every time he was in the news and he had that block of time and he was constantly being in the news for negativity, that had a longer run than him doing the philanthropic stuff and the Melba Moore stuff. And I didn't know the nigga adopted 10 kids. I knew he had a few kids that he has adopted because he talks about it in his stand-up, like the 18-month-old in one of his last stand-ups who was a crack baby, really, and was going through withdrawals, and how, she became so aggressive because they put her on steroids. I didn't know it was 10. He said 5 girls and 5 boys. How the fuck did I not know that? Or we, as the public, did not know that before the Shannon Sharpe interview. But I guess that is the type of person he is. I do things to do them. I don't do things for the public publicity or notoriety. For example, I hate to see videos of people helping the homeless. I hate to see it. The fact that you have pulled out your camera to film you doing something without a film crew or anything irks my fucking nerves. Now, it's different if you guys have set up on the street corner a row of barbershop chairs and you are giving haircuts to the homeless. I get that. You or me seeing somebody on the street, turning my camera on, filming them, giving them my leftover fucking Starbucks of the half a sandwich I didn't eat. That fucking grinds my gears. So anyway, like, I do a lot for people. I do a lot. I do a lot. I don't advertise it. Like my company that I started is pretty much hemorrhaging money because I do. I will the GoFundMe's, the kids need money to go on a trip. The kids in my kids' school, they need money. Whatever. I do it. Am I posting that? No. No. So I'm with Katt. But when we do find out, and not by him, when we do find out, shouldn't that be advertised as much as him getting arrested 19 times? 19 arrests, no 19 felonies, no convictions. That's what he liked to say. But anywho, back to the interview. Um so the internet has been interneting and validating all the stuff that he's saying as far as his jokes being stolen, him reaching out to people, yada yada yada, bing bang boom. Go watch the Shannon Sharpe interview. Club Shay. All you have to do is type in Club Shay 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 before you can even finish writing it will come up the Katt Williams. Don't watch the 30-minute clip that Shannon Sharpe has put up. Watch the 2 hours and 49 whatever minutes of it. I had my husband with his ear, and you don't need to watch it. There's nothing you need to watch. Put your earbuds in, put your hair down and work. You could just listen to it. They don't put up clips or videos or anything that you need to actually watch. You could sit there like an audio book and just fucking listen to it. My husband, who's interested in nothing except for bodybuilding and cars, enjoyed it. Now, what I want to talk about is he also talks about his drug use and stuff like that, and his lack thereof with the drug use. And there's a lot of stuff that was said. It's a very loaded interview, but there's just these little parts that I want to pick out and talk about because I find it very poignant and downright fucking hypocritical when people are really throwing the title of drug addict on him. Now, from the looks of it, I have my case acts, counseling and abuse and substances, alcohol. I have a case act. So does my husband. Um, he looked like it. He looked like he don't look. He said he does weed and nicotine. It is giving. When you do hard drugs, it stay on you. I'm gonna just say that. You could be clean from meth for 20, 30 years. You gotta look. You definitely gotta look. He has a look, and that's just my opinion. However, do I think that do I think that should be a thing? No, because like he said, has anybody come out and said they sold me drugs? Has anybody come out and said they party with me? Has anybody come out? No, nobody has. So I'm not going to hold that label on you. I'm just going to use it in my opinion. But you're right. We never heard you go into rehab. We never had a drug dealer come and say they sold you anything or been arrested for selling you anything. We never heard anybody talking about you doing lines or bumps or whatever at parties. Nobody has come out. You were a big, 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 big talk of publicity a couple years ago. Nobody has come out and said that. But even if they did, Katt, does it fucking matter? No. Didn't Tiffany Haddish get 2 DUIs, is in rehab right now, court ordered rehab and can't take a drink and all this stuff? Why are we not talking about that? Didn't oh my god, have a serious drug problem? Hear no evil, see no evil. What's his fucking name? Him. The whites had drug problems. A lot of them died from drugs. Ralphie May died from drugs. Just drugs in the whole comedic space is a thing. It's a thing. So if he was on drugs, why is it a thing? It's highly weird. It's highly weird. Drugs is a thing. Okay, so anyway, I'm not gonna hold that on you, Katt, because you're absolutely right. Where's the proof? None. So I'm gonna move past that. Secondly, second point was all the comedians that he called out by name: Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, Faison Love. Those he kind of debunked what the fuck they were saying, and the internet has proved that. Have come out. Michael Blackston. They all have come out either verbally or by video with commentary on what Katt said. Now, not nay one of them said that nigga was lying. Cedric the Entertainer said that was his joke, and that Katt Williams doesn't have a joke about him being on a spaceship. And if you listen to the interview, Katt says that all you did was change it from a car to a spaceship, and fucking the internet's been interneting. Found the video of Katt Williams on Comic View like 2 or 3 years before Kings of Comedy, coming out doing the same lean, the same cigarette, the same fucking thing, every fucking thing. Okay. Mark Curry, they pulled up the video of Mark Curry talking about Steve Harvey stole my jokes, and all of this stuff. So now neither one of them said that he was lying. Cedric the Entertainer said, my whole career can't be boiled down to one joke, which means, nigga, you know you fucking stole it. And Ricky Smiley as well. He didn't accuse Ricky Smiley of stealing the jokes. Ricky Smiley said on the Shannon Sharpe show that he was supposed to play Magic Mike. He got the part from Magic Mike, and then Katt was supposed to be I'm saying Magic Mike, Money Mike in the Friday sequel, and the Santa Claus was supposed to be Katt Williams. Katt Williams goes and says, no, that's wrong. That part was never yours. Yada, yada. Watch the interview. Ricky Smiley comes on with his, at that time, agent or manager, and does not say what he said on Shannon Sharpe. Pretty much changes what he said on Shannon Sharpe, and you can go and look at the clip of what he said on Shannon Sharpe. Is not what he talked about yesterday. He said, I auditioned for it. I was told I got it. And when I got there, it went to Katt Williams. But that's not what you said on Shannon Sharpe. You said you got it. You had it. And that Katt Williams was supposed to be the Santa Claus. No, that's not what you said. Yes, you auditioned for it. And Katt Williams said, yeah, 2 other motherfuckers auditioned for it. But to say that Katt was supposed to be the Santa Claus and you were supposed to be Magic Mike, no. That's not what you said. But anyway, so I also feel that Ricky Smiley used his son as a sympathy tool, because it's coming up on a year that my son, my son's death is coming up. Yeah, it was tragic. Your son died from laced weed, right? He was a weed smoker, but it was laced. No fault of his own. That's what they're doing. That's why I can't. I don't trust nobody. So, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Michael Blackston, I know you fucking lying. You said that Katt is trying to be relevant by attacking the top 10 comedians right now, and you put yourself in there, nigga. You put yourself as top 10? Nigga, you are delulu. The delusion is real. Like top 10. Nigga. Anywho, what else I wanted to address? Great interview. I think I'm going to watch it again. I love how the internet comes together and is pretty much putting a stamp on everything that that Katt Williams said. I do go back and I'm going to say that I think he added salt on a lot of parts of what he was saying, but I think that's what you do in the barbershop. You men get together and y'all put salt on shit. Y'all exaggerate, you embellish, da 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 da. That's what you do. But the 95% of the shit that you said, the internet has went in and validated what you said. And we are in the age of Aquarius. Everything is coming to light. Everything is going to come to light. And you know what? I'm motherfucking here for it. That's why you could never spray me with my own tea. Never. You can't spray me with my body count. You can't spray me with my finances. I ain't never stole from nobody. I ain't never robbed nobody. I ain't never been bad to nobody. Ain't nobody on here and anybody could tell you that I have mistreated them, treated them dirty, quiet as it's kept. I think I'm the best ex-girlfriend all of my exes done had, okay? Because y'all want to still be, hey, how you doing? Just checking in on you. I ain't never did nobody dirty. I ain't never even if we never speak again, you can't go back with your dick suckers and ever say that I did bad to anybody, not a friend, not a spouse, not a FB, nobody. Okay? So all of y'all motherfuckers who got shit in your closet, like Tyler Perry said, if you got skeletons in your closet, sometimes you gotta open the door and let them motherfuckers breathe.